Hey everybody, so I thought I'd take one extra look here at a couple of these new motors we pulled off the, I use the term new lightly, the motors we pulled off the dirt at this location that we visited, and see what's going on with these things. They look different, and that's because they are. I've done a little bit of research on them, not a lot of information that I have yet, but they appear to be unordinary. So let's take a look at this one over here and see if we can figure out anything on it. What I found is that these are in fact industrial engines. I was told by one of the previous owners of this parts hoard that this came off of some kind of a agricultural piece of equipment. So it was something of a like a corn husker or something of that nature is where these came from. They're both the same, or they're both similar, I should say, but they both have this strange flywheel with a power takeoff type device, a couple of universal joints right on it. Very strange, and I think this would have had a serpentine belt that drove something else. I really don't know much about them. I've heard that the distributors may be different. As you can see, this is a 126905203, I think, distributor, and some have said that this is a 009 distributor, but I don't know if that is fully the case. I've read online where some of these distributors might have had some kind of an electrical shutoff on them at certain RPMs. So I'm not really sure about them, but still doing some research. There might even be a different camshaft in here that needs to be replaced if you were going to use it on a regular Beetle or something. Some folks have said that perhaps these were made to run at a certain RPM all the time, and there would have been some kind of governor on here. So I don't know how easy these are going to be to convert to be used for a Beetle or a bus or something. Really don't know. So I pulled these, as you saw, off the ground, and right now they're not turning. I need to find something that I can put on that big assembly here and crank it with some leverage to see if I can get these things running. But you can see right here, here's the nameplate on it, and it is a type, it says type 126 on there. And so we haven't really obviously dove into this thing much yet and popped off the covers to see how it looks. This particular one, I think, might have problems. I mean, when you pull the dipstick, yeah, see there, that stick is bone dry. There's nothing in the case apparently. I don't know if it leaked out or what the case is. So I think I'm going to try to pull off one of these covers right now and see what we can see in here, and maybe, just maybe, we'll see some maybe moisture in here, or with any luck it'll have a little oil in it, I hope. Oh, you know what, I did it backwards. Sorry about that, guys. I've done that blunder before. We're just gonna pop it off here. Come on, you. It's off the car. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, it's dry, very dry. I'm not sure if this is gonna turn or not. It is pretty rusty in there. It looks like it's been deprived of oil, and there is moisture that has gotten in here. I'm not even sure if this motor is even serviceable or buildable. Obviously anything can be rebuilt, but this particular one, as it sits, is probably not going to turn over. So I didn't expect that it was probably in service anytime recently. Somebody had told me before, the guy that used to own these, that I think he said that he had all of them, had both of them running, but this one is lacking a bunch of carburetor parts. There's no carburetor at all, and obviously the distributor is missing its cap. So this one's going to be a problem. I think it's just for parts, maybe. So that being said, let's run over to the other one here, and let's take a look at it and see if it's possible that it might be a runner. And it looks like it might be, because it is set up here with some wiring, a bunch of extra wiring parts. Let me get this extra garbage out of the way here. Sorry about that. We've got all kinds of stuff here from the parts hoard that we bought. All right. So we have a lot of wiring on this one that looks promising. I mean, it looks as though someone had this running, because there's even a starter switch on it. So I think this one has a better chance of running and maybe, you know, being salvageable compared to the other one. The other one may just be for parts. I'm going to get out of the way here to see if I can get the gate down on my single cab. Oh. There goes the kayak. Put that over here. Now I think I can get it down. Okay, let's get over here. Now, this one looks a little crispy as well. Let's see what it does. This one actually, when we pulled it, it has oil in it. So that is a good sign. It does have oil in it, and it doesn't look bad. It looks like pretty good oil. I have not been able to crank this one either. Of course, it's just because I don't have anything that will fit on either of these nuts, on this nut or this strange, well, this strange fitting in here. So let's see what this one looks like. I'm expecting good things here. We'll see. Wow. This one's got some kind of, looks like some glue in here holding it on. Come on. It's definitely sealed a lot better than the other one. I'm gonna put this over here. Put my camera down so you guys can maybe see what I'm doing next. Because I don't think I can get to it with this gate down. There we go. Hey, look at that. I dumped a little dirt in there, but these look pretty good. I think I might be able to get this one running. It's definitely it's sealed a lot better. I can't get to the other side right now, but this one has a chance of turning. So I'm going to see what I can do, maybe to get something on the end of that. It looks like a huge, there's a huge, I don't know how many millimeter this thing is. It is in bolt 6, it's 6-sided, so I think it would take a large bolt, like a 20 or a 30 some odd millimeter bolt, between 30 and 40. So let me go see if I can find something that'll fit on that and get our breaker bar, and maybe we can get this thing to turn. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I found this really big 36 millimeter. I actually think it's a small bit big. It might be a little large. I think it should maybe be a 35 or something. It's 3/4 inch drive, which is exactly what I've got right here. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get this on here, and we'll give it a couple of tugs and see if we can get this thing to run. Let me put the camera down here. Hopefully it won't knock you down. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And it is turning. This is a runner. And so looking over here, let's see what we got here. You can see fairly well. Pumping.
Pumping?
Yeah.
Pump it, pump it, pump it.
Okay. Got my wife here. We're going to make sure all these are moving. Okay. Number one. Let's get number three. Just turn. That one's turning. Let's see. Make sure they all go. It looks like on this side, at least, they all are moving, and it's turning. This one's got oil in it. I think it's going to be in very good shape.
This is riveting.
Again, this is turning very easily, and it's got oil in it. The other one has no oil in it. It's all rusty in here, and I don't think it's ever going to work without a rebuild. But anyway, this is promising. Like I said, I don't know if there's a special camshaft in these that would prevent it from being able to be used as just a regular runner. I don't know. It's very possible. Yeah, if you guys know, please let me know. Again, these are supposedly an 009 distributor, maybe. And again, who knows? Some of this could have been swapped out, but I believe this is the same part number as the other one that's on the other side. And I can't get around there to see it really easily. I think it's the same part number. I have not looked at the points in here. Let's take a look and see what this looks like. This could be a nightmare. Actually, it don't look bad. Look at that. Yeah, this doesn't look bad at all. It looks like an 009. Those points need cleaned up, but I think maybe with a little cleaning, this thing might fire up if it had a way of, a starter on it. Very small carburetor. Look at that. That is a tiny little Solix carburetor. Again, you might know more about this than me, but and the carburetor does seem to work okay. So we might be able to take this off and get a starter hooked up. Obviously, like I said, somebody has been getting this to work because it has a key start already on it. So fun. This is great. This one is salvageable. And maybe this is something we can rebuild, or if the camshaft in it is not limiting, or if it's able to get the horsepower out of it and still work good, might be just a good 1600 motor to run as is. Or if you guys are telling me that no, you can't use it for that without some rebuild, maybe it's a good candidate to rebuild it as a regular 1600 driver, because right now it's not doing anything. Wasn't doing any good sitting on the ground. So now we know a little bit more about this. We'll put this guy back on there. He has done a good job of keeping moisture out and protecting that in there so far. So we'll stick it back on.
Today when we went back, where those were sitting after a heavy rain, it was mud.
Yes, it was.
They would have been sitting in mud.
They were sitting in mud and dirt, and so
they were sitting in dirt. Today they would have been sitting in mud had we not got them yesterday.
Like I said, that one over there, it was nice to have that plate on it to tell us that it was a Type 126. As you can see, this one here, these all begin with 126. This one's a 126 0624, and over on the other side we got a 126 06 something else, I think. Um, 062720. So they're only about 300 off from each other, really, on the numbers. So these are pretty close together. Again, yeah, this one, yeah, I don't have much hope that it'll work. And of course, it's got extra stuff on it. We might pull that off, see if we can get it to turn. If we can get to that nut behind here, then we might be able to see if it'll turn. But just looking at it, it doesn't look very hopeful that it's going to turn. We might do that a little later, I don't know. But for now, I think that's it. I think we're gonna try to play a little bit more with the sand rail and see if we can get it running. Anyway,